have with the last series, so we have created our two custom conditions, buy conditions. Let me quickly create the sell condition. So basically C3, just so I can directly use this template also to, right? So now it's like 20 EMA of today should be less than 50 EMA of today, right? That's my first sell condition, because now the crossover is happening on the other side. 50 is crossing 20 from below, so today should be less and yesterday it should have been more, right? So the last condition what we require is for the sell will be 20 EMA of yesterday should have been more than 50 EMA of yesterday, isn't it? Right. So the see here I don't require to write any code. Basically it's a free flow indicator. You can add any complex condition here, right? So next, let me go to the next screen, and that now we have to just put this together. So we have a buy rule in there. Give any name of the rule. The rule can be of two types. Either you can buy a stock or sell a stock. So in our condition primarily we are buying, and on exiting we are selling. It could have been the other way around also. So I just make our rule as buy rule. Now you have to put the conditions together. You can directly use a template or you can do this way, right? So my C1 was my buy condition. When I should buy? When C1 and C2 happens. Just to recollect what was C1 and C2, you can always go back and check. C1 was 20 EMA of today is greater than 50 EMA of today, and C2 was 20 EMA of yesterday was less than 50 EMA of yesterday. So if you put this together and save this rule, you are telling the system alert me whenever any stock meets this criteria, and any stock means in our case we are running this system against all FNO stocks in step 1, right? So now we have to define the exit rule, right? So exit also we have created the rule. We have to say C3 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 and C4, right? So this becomes your same like, so you have to click the save rule again. So now you have entry rule and you have exit rule defined, right? You can also define, see, one is when the 50-day moving average crosses 20-day, you want to cover your position. The other can be, you can actually make maybe before that only if you want to run against a fixed stop loss, right? And you want to specify as trailing stop loss or a fixed target. So either whichever comes first, the criteria comes first, so the rule comes first, the stock will exit, right? So let me make a fixed stop loss of 10% and say a fixed target of 20% also as one of the condition. Either this will happen or that will happen, exit rule, it will come out. The other thing, last thing what you have to specify is when you want to enter, like you will, this is basically we are designing end of day system, right? So it will give you alert in the evening. So this is required more for like the back testing. You have, when we back test, you have to tell the system what would you have entered at market open, or you want to give a stop order or a limit order, like. So all these things is possible to specify. Limit order means suppose it has given you alert buy Reliance at 800. So but you want to say tomorrow you want, if 1% limit, basically between 792 and 808, if it opens you want to buy, otherwise discard. Similarly you can define a stop order, but for simplicity let's make a market open, right? So this is, you're trying to specify a system like how much amount per trade, what is a brokerage cost, so that you will get a realistic picture how much money you would have made this in this strategy if you would have backtested for 4-5 years. Then you just click, if you want to backtest it before making your strategy live, which we recommend, just give the start and the end date of backtesting, right? So just maybe say I want to test from April 2nd 2012, say from till December 2012, 27 December, right? So this becomes my backtesting date. I'm just about to finish. Before you finish, you can review a strategy once more. What was the rule? 20 EMA today is greater than 50 and 20 EMA yesterday is less than 50. Your exit rule is this, and again your exit criteria also you have defined. So if exit criteria or exit rule whichever happen, the position will be closed. Okay, so I'm happy to